What's poppin', gamers? Long time no video. Well, no proper video. I've done some live streams here and there, but not one where I've done some actual editing work. Real editing work. So here we are. This is not the big project that I had in mind. This is just a video. A video I hope you enjoy. I got some funny moments ensue. Like this guy. Obviously, I'm just going to walk up to him and give him the business. I mean, he pointed his gun at me. I felt threatened. It was him or me in that situation. His own fault. He has a knack for missing his first shot. He's no match for me, though. Did I just try and shoot his horse? Maybe a little bit. Here, I gave him first shot, and he manages to take my hat off. But, you know, he doesn't stand much chance after it. Piss off with your garbage ass. That was a little toxic, I know. But it was effective, as he did piss off with his garbage ass, as I never saw him again. And I went after a bounty instead. I found the target hiding in the middle of a fucking field. Because that's a great spot to hide. I took him down with ease and went to recover his corpse. However, when I went to pick him up, the game did a funny. Turns out this man had covered himself in olive oil, making him very slippery. Now, this was all just a distraction given to me by the game, so that this guy had time to creep up on me, of which I had not yet noticed. But that all changed now when I now noticed him. So, I didn't fuck around and I put his ass in the ground. And decided to be a little bit toxic. Get fucked, idiot. Can you blame me? GTA 5 does shit to you. Your bounty won't be much, but it might buy me a whiskey. So thanks for the whiskey, partner. So that being said, I decided to go and get a whiskey, hoping that he would show up to try and fight me. He never did show up, though. I waited in that bar for about 5 minutes before I collected a tarot card and left. The boredom would soon be a non-issue for me, though, as you'll see in a brief moment. So they attempted to ambush me, ended up attacking each other, and ended up both dying. And then I decided I was gonna really fuck on them. Not to stroke myself off, but this was fucking amazing. And I did get a little toxic again. Get fucked. Go torment somebody else, the NPC says. No. Do I feel kind of bad about using a tonic that boosts your health? Yeah, a little bit. But there's two of them. I didn't know how untalented they were at the time.
Any last words, fucko?
I would have actually let that moment linger a little bit longer, but his friend was right there. I'll be honest, I get toxic a few times in this.
Jesus Christ. You guys really suck.
He's trying.
What level are you guys? Are you low leveled? If you're low leveled, I'm gonna feel really bad about this.
I forgot that this isn't GTA 5 and I can't just press down and see what level they are. Like I said earlier, I'd been playing a lot of GTA Online. So forgive my toxicity. I fucked up the dynamite throw, and it almost killed me. I thought I was dead here.
Oh shit, that worked out wonderfully.
That was all part of the plan. See, after realizing that they kind of sucked, I didn't want to drink a tonic. I wanted to try and let my health regenerate a little bit.
Oh, you might get me. Oh, you got me. Attaboy. Finally.
I got to taste boot.
Do you really want to
Yum
continue
yum.
this ass kicking? I mean, I think I'd consider you guys thoroughly embarrassed here. With a horrible ambush attempt, if you want to call it that, with the lasso and the knife. I mean, good idea. I mean, you guys must watch Peaky Blinders.
Apparently my words were upsetting them as they started hucking dynamite my way. The man was obviously still upset about earlier. I don't know why my shots were missing there. But all that matters is that those shots hit. I was taking a couple of pot shots at this guy, and I didn't realize his buddy was sneaking up from behind me. Until I turned around. And I saw he had a bow and arrow. I'll be real, I felt really bad about this.
Oh, hang on, hold up. Where's me horse? Finally, somebody with some testicles.
I did respect him for trying to come at me with the bow. I did. That's why I went and pulled out my bow. Because I thought we were going to play with bows. Turns out, I was sorely fucking mistaken. I waited here, but he was in the gunsmith. And he was just kind of chilling in there, and his buddy was also just over there. He then came at me with a lasso.
Okay, what now? Nope.
Yeah, I decided I wasn't going to be killed by dynamite, especially like that.
I thought we were playing with bows. I was kind of excited. You got me all riled up, man.
I was so excited to play with bows, you've got no idea. Truth be told, I don't know what he had there. But all I know is he had an arrow now in his head. I decided to take a couple of pot shots at his buddy, just for shits and giggles. He ended up getting me with the lasso here. Now, I was pretty upset about being roped up, so I took it out on my dead body by stabbing myself in the head. He got me again, and I decided I'm done with this, so I'm going to shoot you. Works like a charm. Now, I truly didn't mean to shoot this guy.
Oh, sorry.
Because he was tied up with an NPC. And I don't like fucking with people while they're tied up with NPCs. That's cheap.
Okay, I'm not sorry about that.
Simply because he was shooting at me. This is the last time I'd fight these guys in a combat situation, as after this guy dies, he goes AFK. So, what do? I walk up to him, and I give him the business. And I make sure he receives that business. This actually goes on for a while. Believe it or not, I get bored of this at some point. So I decided to go and look for his friend. I found him in the saloon. Obviously, that's where you go after you take a loss. But I wasn't going to let him get this loss in peace. I was going to give him the business. I tried to do it, but when I went to flourish, I drew my weapon on him, and I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to kill him. Our fighting was done. He lost. So I just wanted to let him know he lost. This man seems to be, not the brightest. He just kind of stands and stares. So I give him the business one more time. But then he finger bangs me. Now, this guy, if you'll recall, tied me up a few times. So I decided to give his, well, not unconscious, he's awake, his AFK body a taste of its own medicine. So I rope him up, and I bring him over to the train tracks for a little nappy poo. Nice and comfy. So I give him the business one final time, contemplate killing him. Then I wait patiently. And all was fine, and all was well. And all was quiet on the Western Front. Until this guy showed back up. He waved at me. I waved at him. I thought he was going to leave. He just stared before turning and going. But then he cut and ran over to Buddy on the tracks, looking like he was going to pick him up. And he was. I fired a warning shot to let him know that this was not going to happen. He seemed to get the message. Came up to me, stared, as he does. So I gave him the business to tell him no. And then he just stared. Staring. But then he finger banged me for one last time.
Mine's real.
And that's how his story ends. And then he pressed charges against me. I honestly thought he was coming up to try and give me the business by trying to fight me again. But no, he turned and came my way, so I spun my guns to let him know who the goat is. I thought he was going to piss off, but no, he got off his horse. I lined my reticle up on him just in case he tried anything, but he waved at me. So I pointed my gun at him, then I waved at him. He made a quite rude gesture that, to be honest, offended me. So I decided I was going to smoke a cigarette. And he decided he was going to do the same, before he thought he was going to leave. But he wasn't just going to get to leave, because I made his horse flee before he could get on it. But just then, I saw, and then heard, the train. And that's when I had a delightfully devilish idea, as he turned and came back. And it would have worked too, had he not fucking got off his horse. But anyways, that's where the video is going to end. That guy got smushed. I had a good day killing people. I got a video out of it. It's all good. It's all good. Now to upload this fucking behemoth. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a good one. Bye.